Everyone, theorem. Okay, so this is a circle theorem. So in circle theorem, first is we need to know the angles in circles. So angle in circles, how is that? So we have a one angle, angles in circles is called central angle. Everyone say central angle. Okay, so this central angles is an angle whose vertex is the center. So this is our vertex, okay? So remember, in central angle, the vertex is our center. Okay? So this is the example of a central angle. But in example number 3 is not an example of central angle because what? The vertex is not in the center. Okay? So the vertex is not in the center. Okay, do you understand? Again, what is the angle in the circle? Central angle. Again, what is that? What is that? And what is the vertex? Our vertex is what? In the center. Okay, again, the vertex is in the center and the angle in the circle is called a central angle. Okay. So now, let's proceed the relationship between the central angles and arcs. Okay, so in central angle and arcs, so this is an example of arc, right? Remember? And this is the example of a central angle. So therefore, the measure of angle L is equal to angle K, or the arc is equal. Okay? So in this case, this is our central angle and this is called a intercepted arc. Everyone say intercepted arc. Intercepted arc. So again, if we have a central angle and intercepted arc, that is equal. Okay? So in this case, so we have a central angle. So what is our intercepted arc? 100. This is also 110 degree because the measurement of central angle and intercepted arc is equal. Okay? Do you understand? Again, the measure of central angle is equal to intercepted arc. Okay, now, okay, I give you 2 minutes to copy this. 2 minutes. Go on your notebook. 2 minutes. So between the relationship of central angle and arc, that is equal. Equal. Finish now? Alright, so let's have an example on how to prove that the central angle is equal to the intercepted arc. So in this case, so example, so the segment AD, this AD is what? The part of the circle that is called diameter. So this is our diameter, right? So in this line segment AD, we need to identify the value of x, y, and z. Okay, so in this case, so we have intercepted arc by 25. What is the value of x? The answer is 25 because, again, a central angle is always equal to the intercepted arc. Okay, next. What is the value of z? This one. We have 55 because that is equal. Now, what is the value of y? The answer is very good. So, 100 degree. Why? What is the reason? Because every straight angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay? So now, what is the total degree of complete circle or complete rotation? The answer is 360. If the half of the circle is 180, therefore the whole circle is 360. Okay? So 360. Alright, now let us proceed the different circle theorems. Okay, we have 7. So this is 7 theorems that we topic by this. Okay? So the first one, so now let us focus on the 1, 2, and 3. Just today. Okay? So in number 1 and 2, copy this on your notebook, please. Copy on your notebook. 1 and 2. So this is example of or the part of the circle theorems. 1 and 2. So remember that in central angle. So this is our central angle, right? Remember that the angle in the circumference is times 2 to the central angle. Circumference, angle from the circumference, and angle from the central angle. So this is our central angle and angle from circumference. Remember, times 2. And this is also same case. If we have a central angle, always times 2. And this one is, the angle for the circumference is the half of a central angle. Now, for example, I have a central angle in the circumference is 10. What is the central angle? What is the central angle? 20. Okay? Remember, times 2. How about if I have here angle in the circumference is 30? What is the central angle? 60. So that is how it works in circle theorem 1 and 2. Okay? Do you understand? Okay, let's have another example. Finish? Just copy this one because that is same definition. Just one. Circle theorem 1 and 2, same case. If the central angle is times 2, and in the angle and circumference is half of a central angle. So therefore, x and 2x. Just one. Same. Finish? Okay, let's have an example. Okay, all right, let's find out what is the missing angles. Okay, so number one, the central angle is 140. Now, what is the value of angle A? The answer is very good. So we have a 70 degree. Okay, next, number two. If we have a angle in the circumference is 55, therefore, the angle B is what? 110. Very good. So we have 110. Okay, number three. If we have a central angle of 84, what is that? The half is 42. Okay, how about this? So number four, if we have a angle of circumference is 43, we need to identify what is the angle G. So the times 2 for the central angle is what? What is that? 80, 86. Now, in this triangle, as you can see, that is same side, right? So this is equal and congruent. Now, we need to identify what is the value of G. Remember that every triangle, the total of 180. So what is the angle G? 40? Very good. So, if we divide that by 2, for example, 47 times 2 is equivalent to what? Okay, so we have 47. And this also a 47. And that is total of, so G, angle G is 47. Okay, now, next, number 5. What is the angle H? If this triangle is congruent, so in this case, if it is congruent, therefore we have 11 degree also here. So to get the total, we have a 158. So therefore, the angle H is 79. Okay, very good. So that is how we see the first theorem and the second theorem. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay, now let us proceed in the third theorem, which is the angle made by diameter is 90. Okay, so in your notebook, copy the third theorem. So this is number 3. So diameter, angle made by diameter. Remember, in diameter, we always have this one, that represent the angle is equal to 90 degree. Finish? Finish? Okay, let's have an example. So here. So, this is the example of third theorem, angle made by a diameter. Remember, in angle made by a diameter, we have always a 90 degree. So, this one, this is our a 90 degree, right? Now, what is the value of angle A? We have 60 degree. Because the total of that is 180. Okay, next. So, number 2, we have this one, a 90 degree again. So, we have 42. And what is next? 48. So, the angle B is 48 degree. Okay, how about this? Number 3. If this is congruent, and this is also a 90 degree. 45. Very good. So the answer is 45 degree and 45 degree. 45 plus 45, 90. And equivalent to 90, it's 180. Okay, number 4. How about that? If this is congruent to each other, what is the degree if we get the total of 180? 60? Okay, so 60. So we have 60 degree here, 60 and 60. Now we need to find out what is the value of G. Okay, if we have a 60 here, the answer is, here is equivalent this one for the 190, right? So 60 and 30. Okay, very good. So we have a 30 degree here. Now what is this? It's also 30 degree. So therefore, G, the angle G is 30 degree. Okay? Do you understand? Easy? Okay. Number 5. What is H? So, this is also the example of last time, right? We have a central angle and also a angle in circumference. Therefore, this is a 40. Okay? Do you understand? You understand? All right. So, okay. So, next time, this is our next topic. So, that is our next topic. So, question? No question? That is only 3, right? So, we have still 4 theorems by next week. Okay, class? So, that's it for today. And thank you. And goodbye. Exit.